Alright guys, welcome back to the channel today. Hope everybody's doing well. So behind me here I got the little CT125. You know I've done 100 videos on it, but I got an idea. There's a handful of cool little features that if you don't own one, you probably don't know about and you might be interested in. Some of them don't really help it or hurt it or anything, but I thought it'd be cool to go over with. Just something I've found that's really cool. So let's go over it, guys. Check this out. So the first thing about the little CT that I think is really cool is from the factory, right in this area right here is a rubber plug that you can remove, and it's a perfect hole to accept a USB charging device. Now this one is a Marine one I got off of Amazon. I can drop a link below for you guys for it, but you may or may not have to take a nail file here and take some of this powder coating off, and this thing will slide right in. And then underneath here, most of these are threaded. I know it's kind of tough to see, but most of these things here are threaded, and you just tighten a nut against that. And I've got another video on how to wire that up. So that's a pretty cool feature. If you're gonna navigate, like I use my cell phone here to navigate with, it's really nice to have a charging device to charge whatever. You know, I can charge my GoPro, my helmet cam, the intercom on the helmet, just a whole ton of different other things. So that's the first feature. Now the next feature that some folks might not know that these bikes have is these bikes actually have a handlebar lock, and you just push down and turn to the left and take the key out and the handlebar's locked. So that's sort of an anti-theft device. I guess if somebody was by themselves, they couldn't just roll it away. That's pretty neat. And all you really have to do is just push down and turn left, and that's that. So that's the next little feature that's kind of you know, something that not everybody might not know about. It doesn't really get advertised. Now the next thing is really just what would you say, just basically a cosmetic thing. So in Europe and Asia, this bike is called a Hunter Cub. Actually, it's not really been sold a bunch in Europe, so mostly in Asia. But if you look really close, there's a little cub bear print right here. There's the little claws and the print there. I'll get that out of the way for you guys. That's pretty cool. That's one thing most people don't know. If you didn't know to look real close, you wouldn't see it. The Hunter Cub title didn't really stick super good here in the States, but you know, sometimes when I do an Instagram post for the bike or something, I always tag it as Hunter Cub. So that's a neat thing that a lot of people don't know. Now the next thing is gonna be, let's get the key and I'll show you guys. Most people know about these little scooters. They always had that little feature there. Let me raise this up. All right, underneath the seat here, of course, is the gas tank, and I just got off of a real dusty ride. I apologize. I keep my info in there. There's an Allen wrench right here. Like I said, I have this little pack jammed through that Allen wrench so I don't lose it, and it keeps it from getting wet. But that Allen wrench actually opens a toolbox. Now it's going to be really tough to see. Let me get you guys some light on the subject. Okay, right in there, you can see that little Allen bit right there. Mosquitoes out here. And if you take that wrench and open that, there's a couple of little tools in there. Nothing super important. And I have that little clasp on there to keep that from coming open. But there's nothing really major in that thing. I think a helmet hook is in there, and maybe a screwdriver and a wrench or something. But that's one thing a ton of people don't know about the little CT, is it has that device, that little toolbox there. Now, the next thing that I think is probably my favorite thing about the bike. I know this is crazy, but this is just awesome. So this is the air filter right here inside this. This machine breathes its air all the way up here at this level right here. This is a Snorkel system, so it comes out right here and goes all the way up to the top. And so you can basically have water almost up midways on the seat and still be able to ride. So if you look at it from back here, you can see how cool that is. That Snorkel system is that high up, and that's just something neat. I mean, I've already crossed some creeks on the bike, you know, so I've definitely put that to good use so far. All right, now the next little subtle thing is, of course, when you buy this bike new, it doesn't have this box. It's something I've added. This factory rack right here has 3 M6 threaded bolt holes in there from the factory for a rear seat. Now, they're located right here, these two, and then there's actually one about right here. Now, I went ahead and made my own little bolts up front and put some metal stock underneath there to mount the box. But you at least have these two from the factory. You can locate it where it needs to be. So those 2 bolts right there in the back of this box actually go into factory holes, and there's actually another one right in the center there. So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty much the gist of it, guys. That's 5 pretty cool little neat features that a lot of people don't know that the bike has. Of course, there's a whole bunch more features that, you know, the bike's got ABS and fuel injection. It's really cool. I'm a technician by trade, and it's so neat to see that a lot of these sensors that Honda uses on the engine, they're the same sensors as used on Honda cars, Civics and things like that. So that's really cool to see. There's a little cylinder head temperature sensor. This is going to be kind of only for this bike, but their wiring's the same. It's just a really neat little machine, guys. So I just wanted to share that with you guys super quick. And again, that's the 5 things that you may or may not know about the CT125. Just little hidden features that I think are really cool. So I appreciate you guys watching the channel. We're gonna get some more CT125 content coming. I got a couple other bikes, as you may know, and need to share the love and ride them all, but this is my favorite. So you gotta love a little small bike that brings it back to when you're a kid, right? All right, guys, drop me a like down there if you don't mind, if you like what you see. And if you do, come back for the next one. Maybe think about subbing to the channel. I appreciate you guys for riding along with us today. Take care.